Europe is in the eyes of a major political storm, and the key instigator is a long-drawn issue, immigration, for months. Member nations of the European Union have been in a tussle over the influx of migrants, and now two contentious but key bills on migrant regulation have been passed, one by France and another by the European Parliament. We begin with France, where the Macron-led centrist government has passed a controversial immigration bill. After months of back and forth, the amended bill was passed under immense pressure from France's far right. The new legislation makes it tough for migrants to bring family members into France.
The bill that we proposed is one that has the merit to propose 27 articles that allow the regularization of undocumented workers. And I'm proud to be the only interior minister of the only government, of the only president that will put into the Republic's laws the regularization of all those who do not have their papers and who are working in our country.
A provision on discriminatory benefits between citizens and migrants has also led to an uproar in Parliament, so much so that the health minister has resigned. This is the first resignation from the cabinet, as Macron's party continues to remain divided over that legislation. The bill is a mix of measures aimed at expelling more undocumented people and improving the integration of migrants. It further facilitates the regularization of undocumented workers, that is, undocumented workers, while providing greater scope for deportation, especially for foreigners who commit crime. The bill also addresses the simplification of immigration litigation while fast-tracking the migration process. Now, this bill, which is crucial to Macron's second mandate, can have significant repercussions. It can impact his support base and strengthen the position of far-right leader Marine Le Pen ahead of the upcoming European Parliament elections. France is not the only nation dealing with political turmoil. Fueled by immigration policies, all of Europe is facing a crisis on who takes how much responsibility for the mass immigration into that region. But now the bloc has broken an impasse as leaders reached an agreement on new rules focused on shared cost and responsibility of migrants. Representatives of the European Parliament and EU governments reached an accord after talks lasted all night long. The new pact on migration and asylum will likely come into effect early next year. Spain, Greece and Italy have shown overwhelming support for the new agreement. Italy's far-right government has said the country no longer feels alone in bearing the burden of migrant influx. However, Hungary has rejected the EU migration deal, stating that the country will not let anyone into its country against its will. How each member nation receives this bill will again play a crucial role in the EU Parliament elections in June 2024. What raises the stakes here is that over 400 million people across EU countries cast their ballot, making the EU Parliament the bloc's only institution which is directly elected. With Europe's political sands shifting towards the right, there now is a newfound fear that immigrant voices and their representation will be overshadowed in the polls next year. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.